Preserved carrots are a great way to extend your carrots harvest and the freshness and crunchiness that they give you for more than just the season that's on offer. In this video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to preserve them and how well they hold their taste and shape. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Craig. I started this channel called My Sustainability Journey just to take you along on a journey that I'm on to become more sustainable with how we live, eat, consume, and bring that all over to you as we learn and as we figure things out. We want to share it with you so we can all become more sustainable with everything that we're doing. And today I want to touch on a topic which is pretty fundamental to being more sustainable, and that is taking the crops that you have when you get them out of the garden and obviously eating them fresh, but then they start going off. What do you do with them? Rather than composting them or eating something in mass until you become so sick of it that you never want it again. Another great way to make use of your harvests are to preserve them. Now, there are a couple of different ways to preserve things. This specific one is one of my favorites for carrots. It's just a simple brine that doesn't make the carrot soggy. The flavor doesn't actually pull into the core of the carrot, so you actually maintain that carrot flavor. And most importantly, it doesn't impact the texture of the carrot. And I'll show you. So here's one of the carrots that came out of the darker jar that I held up earlier. It's a purple carrot, very, very tasty. And this one has been in the brine for, I'd say, almost 2 months now, which is quite a while, and you would expect it to become a little bit soggy. But if I give it a snap, you'll hear there's still quite a crunch, and if I bite it, it's still very crunchy. So maintains its texture, actually enhances the flavor, and is a really good way to keep your carrots for quite a long time. Once they get roasted with this brine, they become super sweet. It's quite nice. So anyway, enough waffling. I'm going to show you how to make it. Very simple, very easy. Anyone can do it. So let's go. So to show you how easy this is to make, all you need is white vinegar. You can also use apple cider vinegar, a measuring cup, a pot, a little bit of salt, and a little bit of sugar. And that's it. I'm going to put the ratios in the description below. I'm also going to talk you through the ratios and actually make a brine, bottle it up, and then take you through the whole process. You'll also need some kind of canning jar. Preserving jar. We're using the console jars with the canning lids. They're really nice. It's a nice size for the carrot. You're definitely going to need 1 to however many you need to keep you going. They're also reusable, which is great. So to get started, you're going to need a cutting board of some sorts. Then you're going to need carrots. In this case, I've just got some organic carrots from our local organic market. Just to show you, we also have planted out our carrots, but they're still going to be a while, and we'd like to have some ready to go. Take the tops off, and then quite important is measure the height to the jar. So we want them around about that height. So then what you do is you make sure that it's going to fit, and all of your subsequent carrots, you can also look for the sizes, are going to be about that size. So those are great. Take the tops off. And then what you can do is you can either put them in big and chunky. If you want to do that, rather try and use baby carrots, similar to what I showed you earlier when I showed you the crunch of them. For this thickness, we want to halve them. It's not going to make a difference to the actual brine, the actual texture of the carrot itself. It's just going to allow us to fit a little bit more in, and when you're busy snacking on them down the line, it's going to make it a little bit easier as well. Okay, so now that you have all your carrots chopped up, what you can do is take your jar and then put the carrots in to see if you have enough. Now when you put them in, because you can obviously see it's thick and thin, you can put them in randomly up and down just so that you make better use of the space. Yeah, there's one jar done. So there you can see we have 2 jars. All the rest, it's up to you what to do with them. If you have bunnies, give it to them. For us, they're going straight into the compost pile. So now that you know you have the correct amount, you can take them all out again, and then what you need to do is you need to sterilize the jar and the lid. Now, when it comes to sterilizing, there are a couple of different techniques. We just like to keep it simple. So boil the kettle, put boiling water in the jar, and then submerge the lid into the jar as well. We leave it for about 5 minutes, which is usually enough to kill off any bacteria that you find on the bottles. Okay, so now for the mix. And all that we're doing is we are taking 2/3 cup white vinegar. We're going to double up the dose. And then we are also adding a 2/3 cup water. And then you need half a teaspoon of sea salt. Because we're doubling it up, we're doing a teaspoon. And then what you need is a tablespoon of sugar. And once again, doubling up, so we're just going to put in 2. And then what you want to do is you want this to simmer over medium heat until the mixture is obviously nice and hot, but mainly until the sugar and salt has completely dissolved. Once that happens, we will then take the warm or hot brine and put it into the bottles, seal it up nicely, and that's going to create the vacuum, which is going to be able to allow it to preserve for quite a long time. Okay, so now the mixture is completely dissolved. You can see some steam coming out, so this is now perfect. Nice and hot. So then all we're going to do is we're going to take our jars, going to take the mixture, pour it in. Okay, I got the measurement slightly wrong, that's okay. What you want to do when you're filling is you want to fill it to just underneath the rim, which is about 2 centimeters above the last carrot. And why you need to do that is to avoid any of the carrot sticking out. If any of the carrot is sticking out of the brine, then you risk issues like mold and bacteria buildup. So make sure all the carrots are underneath the top of the brine. Okay, then you're going to take the lid, put it on, make it nice and tight. You'll feel that the lid is bubbled out. That's just the heat that's busy expanding the bottle. And then as soon as this cools down, the lid will pop in, you'll feel it dented, and then you know it's properly vacuum sealed. And it will last for months and months and months. Okay, so there you have it. We have just made, oh, it's a bit hot, some preserved carrots. I hope it's been easy enough, and I managed to bring across how easy it is. And maybe it'll inspire you to give it a go. If you do, let me know how it went, if it works for you. It's a great way to extend the lifespan of your foods. We're going to be doing other preserved tricks as well. And one of our favorite is asparagus, so that'll come up soon. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy your preserved carrots. Roast them, eat them fresh, dunked with hummus, really nice. Grate them up as you would do any other carrot. It doesn't make a difference. It just means you can use it for longer. Thanks for watching. Please like the video if you liked it. Also subscribe to the channel so you can stay updated with with the notifications as and when we post new videos. And then yeah, if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. We're more than happy to get back to you. And until next time, enjoy living sustainably.